Just keep doing it and then they'll make the noise. All right, they're actually starting out here. And we have, I think Darkhorse is Falcon, right? He plays both characters. I don't know who's who, honestly.
I would think that he's
I think I should know
DK just because he's on the left side, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you know what? Q doesn't go DK. So Q, okay, so we have Darkhorse as DK and Q as Falcon.
So was that a pivot down air or was it just turn around?
Why is he going DK, though? All right, well, we might see some jumps here. What Dark's going to try to do for the bulk of this, if he is DK, and I think, that was Q just dropping out. Q wanted to get out of the grab right there so that Dark couldn't throw him into the ledge. You'll see it in a second, probably. I mean, Dark's going to be going for it probably this whole match. Oh, my goodness. Q got back. All right. That was good spacing by Q. He ran back. You saw him pivot there to avoid
Ooh, wow, that combos?
It does.
That's so cool.
You'll be surprised at what combos in this game. And this is probably going to be a stock, honestly. Like, I know it was one grab. Oh no.
Man.
No, Q snuck around.
All right.
He's going to try to upbeat. Nope, he doesn't need to.
Stocks are going pretty fast here.
They're going to go super fast. I mean, this is like what people probably would call a volatile matchup. And by that, I mean, like, you get that one hit and then just quickly converts to a stock. Now, this is a game where probably, like, a majority of the matchups, you can see quick stocks happen, but you'll see those even more frequently in Falcon Dittos. You'll see it in, like Falcon DK, for instance, because both of these characters have limited up B recovery options back on stage. And so what that means is it's usually easy to take advantage of that, to gimp the player, to basically just throw them off and close out the stock quick. And you can punish that up B fairly easily as both of these characters. He's going to get the grab here. That's probably a stock. All Dark needs to do, doesn't need to do that, but.
So is Darkhorse one of the favorites to win the tournament? Or like, place well, I guess?
Dark's probably going to place pretty well.
Okay, cool.
And Q might as well. I mean, they're both good players. We'll see what happens. I guess Q's unranked according to the stream, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I know him as a player, though. He's pretty good. And to be honest, I'm a little surprised that that Dark's actually winning this. He might take the first match as DK. You probably don't know much about the tiers in this game. I mean,
I think all I know is that Pikachu's like really good.
Yeah, so I mean, some people like to say the game's completely balanced, and while I don't think that's true, it is fairly balanced, but there's still, there's still matchups that are favorable for one character versus another. This is a case where I would think that Falcon would have a pretty significant advantage, but if DK gets that grab, like I said before, he can just toss him right off the stage, and we've been seeing that throughout this match. He'll toss him right off, and he can go for an easy up B follow-up. I mean, Dark's not even going for that, but part of the problem is Q's not recovering right either, so.
Okay.
Yeah, what Falcon really needs to do when he's coming back, he wants to weave back. I don't know how to best describe it. He has to pull back, basically, before he gets to the ledge to avoid anything that DK might do on stage.
Yeah. Just like hitboxes that he might put out.
Yeah, it might be hard to dodge like the Falcon punch, for instance, unless you come up from underneath it.
Okay.
So Falcons will often do a combination of going really low and barely just rising high enough to grab that ledge, and they'll also do the pullback, the weave back.
Okay, similar to Melee.
A lot of Falcon players that play at a high level will just do that consistently, and that's how they get back if you don't go off the stage and chase them. Okay,
can you tech in this off the things or no? Off the stage?
Can you tech off the stage?
So if I hit you on, like, all right, let's say you're recovering from under. Can I hit you on the stage or like against the side?
If I tech and I'm on an edge, I personally
don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm not like the most technical player. I'm not sure. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like that can happen, but I don't really know how to control it.
Right, I guess I'll notice if it happens.
No, it's fine.
But mostly, it looks like Falcon just gets a lot of his openings from grabs.
Oh, Falcon went for the down air there, but DK was able to pivot away from that, dodge it.
The pivots in this game are crazy too.
Yeah, the pivots are pretty nice. It allows you to escape things really quickly, which, especially as Falcon, I mean, he's got some quick pivots. Or quick pivot dashes, really. Oh, that's an up smash. Another, oh, didn't go for the second up smash there. Opted for the tech chase, and the Falcon punch probably sent him the wrong way, but wow, yeah, see. DK has some invincibility frames on that up B, so what you saw there is Falcon was trying to get it back here and landed on him.
Okay.
And it didn't hurt DK because it hit him like right where the invincibility frames, right when the invincibility frames come out. Right, well, when and where, basically. So if you look at the hitboxes in this game, a lot of them, you know, you can actually see, like, you can play this game in hitbox display and see where the hitboxes are.
Yeah.
But when you're a new player and you don't know where they all are, it can be deceiving at times. You'll think that you can go in when you can't. I mean, you just kind of have to know the hitboxes. Oh, got butt slammed. All right, yep. So Q's in the lead this game, but we'll see what happens. He's going for the grab. This might be a standard. Ooh, doesn't go for a high jump. Probably miss input there. No, he's going for an up B. I feel like Q is missing lots of inputs right now.
Yeah, their follow-ups aren't the best, but their neutral game is interesting. It looks like Q is set to take the second game unless Darkhorse can pull it together.
Thought he was going to go for an up smash there. Oop. Wow, pivot, dash back, and then grab. That was nice. And that's going to be a stock for Falcon. Ooh, it's not, though. So that was good DI by Barak, another element in this game, which you guys probably, if you come from Melee, it's Smash DI.
Smash DI, yeah.
Yeah, is the only type of DI in this game.
I actually recently learned about how people DI in this game to get multiple hits of Smash DI.
You see that?
Like throw them against stage.
Throw them into the stage, yeah.
So you can't tech that, right? Like you can't help
hold tech
L.
into the stage?
Yeah.
Is that what you meant before?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant when you're teching off of a platform. All right, yeah, no.
You can't?
As far as I...
Oh, that was sick.
That's a question I literally had myself pretty recently. I don't think you can DI the moment you have impact with a stage.
Okay.
But maybe you can.
Okay, we'll see it definitely if it's possible.
I am not a DI expert or a tech expert, so that's why I don't know the answers to these questions, but there are a lot of people who do, so probably somebody on stream right now, you like just laughing at me like, oh, this is how you do it. You should know this by now.
Well, I mean, hopefully, yeah. At least there's somebody giving the knowledge out somewhere.
No, I know a lot about other things in the game, so ask away. Uh-oh. Okay, so now, so this is an interesting matchup. Dark switched to Jigglypuff, and I think one of the things is Dark's highest tier character that he plays regularly is Falcon.
Okay.
But what happens is when you play Falcon Dittos in tournament, that's often considered to be like one of, if not the most volatile matchup in the whole game. And people often refer to it as like a coin toss matchup. Now, if your Falcon's really good and just completely outclasses the other Falcon,
yeah, it's different. It's
a weighted coin, but it's still a coin nonetheless. Yeah. I mean, a really bad Falcon player can beat a really good Falcon player. It can happen. Whereas, like, other matchups.
So what do you think about this matchup? Who does it favor?
Well, so this is a tough one to judge. A lot of people actually will say one or the other, I think. In my opinion, I think it's a slight favor to Jigglypuff.
Okay.
But it's really hard to... So both characters have something really nice going for them. Falcon has his speed. And he can just move in on Jigglypuff like no tomorrow. I mean, he can close in on her very easily. But part of the problem is when you try to go for combos as Falcon, most of the time it's easy to get like a standard, what people call a standard, like up air chain combo as Falcon. Or, you know, there are various types of standard combos that Falcon can do. But the problem with Jigglypuff is she goes so far each hit because she's the lightest and floatiest character in the game. So Falcon has a hard time extending, you know, 0 to death combos, you know, comboing from 0% all the way into a stock.
Ending stock, right.
On Jigglypuff, it's hard to do that. So, I mean, if you take a Falcon player who's capable, I guess, of finding a way to do that on a Jigglypuff player who has really good DI, and I've never really seen it. I've not seen the best Falcon players be able to do that. But if that's possible, I would change my mind in the matchup, and I would say Falcon probably has the lead.
Okay.
Whereas Jigglypuff, I think, has a much easier time either gimping or comboing into rest on Falcon from 0%. So I think it's just easier for now. As far as landing that first hit, which really is what it comes down to in the end, Jigglypuff has very slow startup moves. So her, you know, most of her aerial moves, they come out late. on like frame whatever. I mean, probably greater than 10 frames for lots of her moves. They're very slow. While that is true, her down air is a very good approaching tool because she has very good aerial mobility. So when she moves around, she can throw the down air out very early when her opponent's very like spaced far away from her.
Okay.
And then she can kind of just move the hitbox into her opponent at the right time.
Right.
As soon as there's that slight bit of spacing that favors her. That's where I see her having the advantage in this matchup.
It doesn't look like it's working out too well for Darkhorse right now. And we also see that Q is actually ranked 5th. So
we see it now, yeah. So these
I mean,
two,
it's showing in the gameplay.
right. So we can see their ranks based on the YOLO. OLO ranking for Smash 64 that we use here, which puts these two basically back-to-back in the ranking right now. So we would expect them to have close games.
Yeah, it looks like a very, very slight upset.
Yeah.
You know, it's one rank, but it's nonetheless gotta give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, that last game wasn't really that close. I honestly expected Falcon Dittos, despite what I was saying before about the volatility.